Forget Steph Curry. Forget Damian Lillard. Heck, forget Jayson Tatum, because Sam Hauser is the best shooter in the NBA. This man has led the three-point rating at the start of the year and is proving to everybody why he isn't to be disrespected as a 3-and-D wing. Getting his career high last week, then putting up 30 points before getting injured, and in 2 games, he puts up another 23 points. He has been on fire for this Boston Celtics squad, for this stay-ready bench unit, and it's been absolutely killer for this Celtics success. We're going to be breaking down how great Sam Hauser has been for this Celtics squad this season, offensively, defensively, and how this bench truly is keeping this Celtics team afloat and letting them get key wins when they rest out key starters. All of that and more on this episode of Celtics Digest. I'm Bruce Veliz. Without further ado, before we get in the video, 73% of our viewers are not subscribed. Like I mentioned, if you enjoy Celtics content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We do watch-alongs. We just did one for this game where Sam Hauser erupted for the Boston Celtics versus the Chicago Bulls. So if you find that interesting, join us for those. We'll have another one Monday. If you enjoy other Celtics content as well, we have a Twitter and a Discord. Link down in the description. Join those to interact with other Celtics fans as well. But without further ado, let's dive in on the video at hand. Sam Hauser is the best NBA shooter this league has seen this year, and it has been proven. After tonight, he shows off for the Boston Celtics, dropping 23 points, shooting 8 for 9 from the field and 7 for 8 from three-point range. We want to look at Sam Hauser's fantastic performance. He stepped up big for this Celtics team. No Jaylen Brown, no Jrue Holiday, no Kristaps Porzingis, and he was one of the main ingredients for how this team thrived. 8 for 9 from the field, like I mentioned, 7 for 8 from 3, but alongside of that, 5 rebounds, 2 steals, 1 assist with a +8 and 2 turnovers. This man is proving that he is an effective shooter. Like I mentioned, he had 30 on Sunday versus the Wizards, almost breaking a Celtics 3-point record. And he looked like he was about to do that again tonight for this squad. And he's hitting shots that aren't just wide open. He's hitting shots that are tough shots, off the dribble, catch and shoot. He's doing it all. He has all the fundamentals of a great 3-point shooter and has been a fantastic guy that has come through the G League for this Celtics squad. I'm fantastic and ecstatic to see this as a guy who, I'm being honest with you, at the beginning of the preseason, I wasn't that sold on him. I wasn't that high on him. I thought Svi Mykhailiuk would be this type of player for the Celtics. But no, Sam Hauser has done that. He was leading the league in 3-point percentage in November, and he's still keeping a high 3-point percentage mark while being an effective defender for this Celtics squad at the rim. We saw tonight 2 steals, playing hard on defense, diving for loose balls versus a Chicago Bulls team that wants this game and needs it more than this Celtics squad. Like I keep harnessing and harping on, he has been fantastic. And this Boston Celtics team, I mentioned this in the live stream, has 7 to 8 players that can be starters in the league. We've seen Payton Pritchard over the last couple games. Tonight in this matchup, I'm going to be honest with you, 5 for 13 from the field, 2 for 6 from 3. He had 15 points, 3 rebounds, 8 assists. He was cooking up, but he didn't have the great performances that he's had in the past couple games. But over the last 4 games before this one, averaging 19 points, 53% from the field, 52% from 3-point range, and 8 total assists. That goes to show you that Brad Stevens has one of the best backup point guards on a value contract with one of the best teams in the NBA. You have to be praising this man that he's been able to keep this Celtics team on fire and make sure that we see this success. Not to further mention, Al Horford had a fantastic game again for the Celtics squad. He had 5 threes, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, and 23 points. A true definition of stay ready. The stay ready mentality. Al Horford was starting for this squad with new acquisitions in Jrue Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis. The team met. He took that role of being that veteran, saying, I want to be a veteran guy. I'm going to take a lesser role, but when you call me up, when you need me for that starting lineup, I'm going to provide. I saw a stat today on Twitter. Al Horford has started in as many games as he's come off for the bench for the Boston Celtics this season, and he has his best numbers playing with this starting five, regardless if they have other players out. If they have no Jaylen Brown, they have no Jrue Holiday, or if he's just replacing Kristaps Porzingis, he's going to come out and show out. We saw him hit 6 threes versus the Suns just 2 weeks ago, and again, he has another fantastic performance from that three-point range, hitting 5 of them. Absolutely fantastic. Also playing fantastic defense as well. And not to just mention these two guys, but the bench has been phenomenal. We made a video the last couple of days ago talking about how this bench is fantastic. They have one of the best ratings forever for the bench. Look at StatMuse. Go check it out. The Celtics have a 12-point rating compared to the next best team at a 1. Absolutely killer. But like I mentioned, guys like Luke Kornet, another stay-ready guy, stepped up huge. 13 rebounds, 5 offensive rebounds. And the Boston Celtics, a team that struggles in that, had 12 offensive rebounds to the Bulls' 3. Wow! Luke Kornet getting those little tips, getting those little passes. Some fans complain about them. Some fans don't respect them. But the Kornet haters are in shambles the second half of the season because he's been excelling for the Boston Celtics on the defensive side, being in the right position, being a great lob threat, able to score 8 points, able to help out on the defensive side, but also, like I mentioned, 13 rebounds, 5 offensive. Got, unfortunately tonight, 2 blocks. 2 blocks. This guy's fantastic on the defensive side. Helps out in every which way. The Celtics need him to do different things every time. You do defense. You do offense. He's going to help out. Keep looking. Let's look. Tillman, 11 minutes tonight. Not going to lie. Played some solid defense with 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Found Sam Hauser open in the corner with a great pass, not playing selfish. But Oshae Brissett and Payton Pritchard, 2 guys I want to preach on. Pritchard, 8 assists. Maybe not the greatest shooting night tonight, but he knows when guys are open. He finds the right guy. He's dribbled under the basket multiple times, looking for Hauser at the three-point range, draws in, backs out. Once he's open, I'll give you the feed. Sam Hauser, catch and shoot, 3. I saw that 2 or 3 times tonight. Twice to Sam Hauser and once to Fima Luke, which was fantastic. Payton Pritchard knows when these guys are going to be open, knows when these guys are going to be ready. He knows his teammates. He knows everything. Great intangibles, great playmaker. For some people, they call him a defensive liability. They say he can't do that. He hustles on that defensive side and gives it his all for this Boston Celtics team. And he's been a fantastic playmaker. And over the last couple of recent weeks, like I'm watching on the highlight reel right now, he's taken mismatches to the rack and getting and won finishes. Fully polishing his game, proving he's not just a catch-and-shoot shooter, proving he's not just an ISO three-point shooter, that this guy can do multiple things with the ball in his hands, being a fantastic playmaker and scoring with the basket. And the last guy I want to hype on for the Boston Celtics tonight was Oshae Brissett. Man, oh man, 17 minutes, 3 for 3 from the field, 1 for 1 from three-point with 4 rebounds and 7 points. Now you might be saying, Bruce, it's Oshae Brissett. He might not get that much playing time in the playoffs, and I understand, but the energy from Oshae Brissett is unmatched. It simply is, ladies and gentlemen. He comes out there when the Celtics are a little run in their rhythm, not really gelling right. Celtics had a little bit of messing fundamentals, and in the last 2 games, comes out with high energy, grabs rebounds, comes out, gets big blocks, comes out and he does everything. He's getting rebounds over 2 or 3 guys. Where do you see that from anybody on the Celtics? You don't. He knows his role. He perfects his role. He appreciates his role, and he does it perfectly. A guy who just hit his first 3 for the Celtics like a month ago has had 3 threes in the last 2 weeks. What is going on? Absolutely turning up. And again, he's a guy who's at the low end of the roster. He doesn't really get that much playing time. But tonight and last night got big-time showings. Tonight, 17 minutes. And he comes out, performs that gratefully with energy. I can truly see Joe Mazzulla, if the Celtics are struggling in the first round, they're up 2-0 and they're playing a road game in Game 3, down 8-10 points, send Oshae Brissett out there. Let him warm up the crowd. Let him get JB pumped up. Let him get Kristaps pumped up. Let him bring some energy to the squad. Let him lighten up the starting 5. And if he can do that, he can be that spark plug and be that energy guy. Like I mentioned, this bench has been underrated this season. A lot of Celtics fans have been hating on it. A lot of people haven't appreciated it. But the guys turn it up in big games like this. beating a Bulls team who's fighting for that playing spot. They want that game. They want to stop the Celtics record. They see no Jaylen Brown. They see no Kristaps Porzingis. They see no Jrue Holiday, and they want to steal that game for us. The fact that we had a little bit of sloppy offense and defense, and we still came up atop 124-113 is absolutely amazing. Lastly, before we close out the video today, I want to mention the comment of the day. Like I mentioned, let us know your thoughts down below in the comment section here if you guys want to be featured for a comment of the day. In our last video, we had some fantastic comments, a lot of tough ones to choose from, but today's comment of the day is from the real Daryl 282. The fact that Boston handled their business gives them a great chance to rest Jrue, in addition to sitting out the Jays, D. White, Al, and KP. The Celtics will get another week off due to playing games, and he is not wrong. The Celtics basically have this first place locked up. I'm 99% sure, and you can correct me if I'm wrong on this, but the Celtics, with this win tonight, the Bucks lose tomorrow to the Thunder, they have the #1 seed locked up already. That's absolutely crazy. With 3 weeks left in the season, the Celtics having that first seed locked up will allow them to rest Jrue, which they already have been doing, able to rest Kristaps Porzingis more, rest Jaylen Brown, and gets to see the bench, some experienced roles, gets to see how they'll work for the Celtics in their playoff rotations, but also get their stamina up and get them ready to go for when their minutes get extended for deep runs in this playoffs. Like I mentioned, the Celtics came out fantastic. Sam Hauser is unreal. He needs to get the respect from the fans, and this bench stepped up tremendously with Al Horford, Payton Pritchard, Luke Kornet, and Oshae Brissett truly showing out for the Celtics squad. Like I mentioned, if you guys enjoy the videos, if you guys enjoy the content, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Check out the links down below to follow us on Twitter and join the Discord to interact with us and other Celtics fans. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.